Chapter 60. The Team. Not only were Quinn and the others shocked that Erin had approached Vorden, but so was the whole class. In Dell's class, Erin was the strongest student there. Nearly everyone wanted her on their team, but over the last few days, when people had tried to approach her, she had always given a cold response. It seemed like she was disinterested in everything apart from getting stronger. "I'm sorry," Vorden said, "but I've already decided to make a team with these guys." Vorden's response to Erin seemed to be even crazier to everyone else as well. They had seen Vorden fight that day when they were surrounded by the second years. After witnessing that, no one would say he was any weaker than Erin. If the two of them were to combine powers and found a few other strong people, it meant they could easily come up with the strongest team in the class. Erin then looked at the group of people who Vorden pointed at. To be honest, she didn't seem to recognize any of them. "Who are they?" Erin said. "What? We took the test together. I even helped you out at the assembly hall," Layla complained. The truth was Erin never took the time to remember people's faces, she only cared about those who were strong. When she saw how weak they were in the test assessment, she didn't even bother with them any longer. Although there was one person who had caught her eye other than Vorden, and that was Quinn. She remembered him throwing the black beast balls at a lightning-fast speed and taking out a student. Then when she looked at his wrist, she saw he was only a level 1 user. "Why would you stay with these weak people? Surely you can get a better grade if you join me and a few others," Erin said. The first assessment and future assessments in the portal outing would determine their final grade. For those who had a cozy family to get back to, it didn't matter too much, but to rest it determined their future. The grade they got when they left military academy would decide whether they could join a strong private company, or whether they would just end up joining the bottom of the barrel, being treated even worse than now. "I don't care about the grades, I just want to have fun while I'm still in school," Vorden replied. But Erin was determined to not give up. "Fine. I can accept the girl and the strangely strong boy, but I can't accept him," Erin said, pointing at Peter. Peter's heart suddenly started to thump louder. A fear started to take over him as he heard Erin speak these words. If he didn't get in Vorden's and Peter's team, he would be in huge trouble. "Why do we need you anyway?" Vorden said. "Wait a minute," Layla interrupted. "I think she would make a good addition to the team. Besides Vorden, doesn't your ability rely on those around you to be strong as well? As far as I remember, Beast doesn't have abilities, so you would have to rely on us, and we don't exactly have strong abilities." "Layla, I understand what you are saying, but for once I agree with Vorden," Quinn replied. "I don't care how strong she is, she can't just come in and kick one of us out. She can join the team, but only if Peter stays. It was good to have strong allies, but at what cost? If Quinn was to kick out Peter to replace him with a stranger, he would just be as bad as everyone else who had treated him like crap just for being weak. He didn't want to change into one of those types of people." Erin then started to look around the room before looking at Vorden once again. She thought back to how Vorden was able to deal with Momo quite well before the use of the soul weapon. After looking around the room, there didn't seem to be a single person in Dell's class that matched up to him. "Fine, I will join, but I wish for the 5 of us to have a retesting to see where we stand," Erin asked. "Perhaps we can go visit the training center, display what we can do to the rest." Layla and Quinn looked at each other with a half-worried look in their eye. The 5 of them then headed down to the training center. It was the same place that Layla had first spotted Quinn, who had sneaked in the place at night. Right now the room was filled with multiple different people from all sorts of different classes. All the other classes had also been informed about the upcoming test and had decided to find out what each other's abilities were. This would give them the best chance of defeating and capturing as many beasts as possible and increasing their chances of survival. "Well, what do you want us to do?" Vorden asked. "I've already seen your powers, but I can't remember too much about the girl and the other 2. Perhaps the girl can go first on the strength machine." Layla went up as asked and went to the large circular strength machine. She concentrated her mind and threw out her fist at the same time she used the force of her telekinesis to push her hand as strong as she could. The numbers slowly went up on the machine's display until it had eventually reached number 8. Damn it, same as last time, looks like I haven't improved much, Layla complained. For a level 2 that's quite a weak strength score, but judging by the bow you're a ranged user anyway, it will be quite handy to have someone like you on the team, Aaron said. She then walked up to the two boys, Quinn and Peter. Well, I'm hoping that both of you can at least get the same score as her. Quinn was starting to get annoyed by all her taunts, but he took a deep breath and held it in. With her on the team, it would cause fewer troubles with the others. Even if they did defeat beasts and obtain their crystals, there was a high chance that another team might target them and try to steal them. But just having Aaron on the team would stop that. Peter walked up to the machine holding the mud staff in his hand. Looks like he's still level 1 then, Aaron said. Level 1 Earth user didn't have the ability to extract Earth from the ground. All they could do was reform the Earth in their hand. They could only control Earth they were touching rather than the Earth around them. As Peter went to punch the machine, the Earth around from the pole started to form around his fist. As he hit the machine, the numbers started to go up and finally, it stopped at 8. The same score as Layla. Well, what are you waiting for? Aaron said, looking at Quinn. ******.